Hi, my name is Elizabeth Tang. I'm currently enrolled in Introductory to Food Science. I'm a second year food science major, and this is my boyfriend.
Hello, my name is Austin.
Hi. So today we're going to be going over the new nutrition facts label, and I'm going to be explaining a little bit about what the differences between the new label and the old label, and all the nutrients and the serving sizes and calories, and how consumers can use this information to make more informed choices on their diet. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. So today we're going to be going over two products. So we're going to be going over the Nature's Bakery fig bars, and we're going to be going over these sun-dried tomato and basil crackers. So this is what I'm going to be using to explain. So first I want to kind of start off with the location of the panels. So this is the principal display panel. So what you're going to see is the title of the company, usually Nature's Bakery, and then you're going to be seeing the product itself, the fig bar, and usually an image, just for visual appeal. And you're going to see the non-GMO organic certifications, and the health claims, as in like no high fructose corn syrup and plant-based vegan, all those things, just for consumers. And then on the side of the box, you're going to get the information panel. I'm going to zoom in right there. So basically what you're going to see here is, to begin with, are the serving sizes. So serving sizes are actually different now from the FDA, because they've now changed it so that it's not the recommended amount that a person would eat, but it's actually like a legitimate, realistic amount that someone would eat on average. So for example, this one, the serving size is one package, because you wouldn't really eat half a bar and just leave it in the fridge, right? So this is just one bar, and and you also see the 6 servings per container. So that tells you how many servings are in each container, right? And then we're going to be going over the calories. So actually what the FDA did on their updated label is they actually bolded and enlarged the font for the calories so that you can see it better. They also changed up some of the required vitamins, which I'll go over in a little bit. But yeah, so now I'm going to be going over some of the nutrients on this list. So we got, the main things like the fat, cholesterol, sodium, and carbohydrates. So I'm just going to be going over that real quickly, plus the percentage daily value, which I'll also be going over.
Okay.
So for one serving of fig bars, for a fig bar, you're gonna get 5 grams of total fat, which is 6% of your daily value. And with that is 0 grams of saturated fat and 0 grams of trans fat, which is actually very good because you want to lower your intake on that. So then we have 0 milligrams of cholesterol, which is obviously 0%. And then we have 80 milligrams of sodium, which is 3% of your daily value.
Okay.
And then we have 37 grams of your total carbohydrates, which is kind of a lot. It's 13% of your daily value, though. And kind of a rule of thumb I wanted to say is that, so usually if the daily value is 5% or lower, it's actually like insufficient for a serving size. And if it's 20% or more, it's actually excessive for a serving size. So that's kind of a rule of thumb. But 13% is actually in a healthy range, so it's actually okay. So along with the carbohydrates, there are 4 grams of dietary fiber in this, and dietary fiber is good for you. Helps with digestion and everything like that. And that was 14% of your dietary fiber. And here is also something different that the new label incorporates. So with the sugars, right, you actually have to include the grams of added sugar in each product. And this helps make informed decisions on just levels of high fructose corn syrup, and like added sugars is any sugar that's added during the processing or packaging of a food, and this involves like sugar from concentrated fruit juices or high fructose corn syrup, like I said. And so you kind of want to limit your intake on added sugars. Obviously, it actually should be about less than 10% of your daily caloric intake. So the total sugars on here says 19 grams and includes 14 grams of added sugar, which is 28%, which, like I said, is a little bit over for serving size, but everything else on this package seems to be relatively promising. So we have 3 grams of protein, and now we're down to the vitamins portion of the list. So now we have 0% of vitamin D, and we have iron, 1 milligram, 6% of your daily value. For calcium, we have 24 milligrams, that's 2%. And then for potassium, we have 142 milligrams, which is 4%. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the vitamins and how they've changed between the old label and the new label. So for the old label, they used to include vitamins A and C because there were deficiencies across America for vitamin A and C, but right now that's not common anymore. So they changed it up, and so now they include vitamin D and potassium, iron, and calcium in place of that because it's relatively common to have a deficiency in America for those vitamins. So it just makes more sense. And now finally I'll go over the footnote. So I'm going to read it really quick. So the percent daily value tells you how much a nutrient in a serving of food contributes to a daily diet. 2,000 calories a day is used for general nutrition advice. So that was just a shortened version of the previous footnote. But basically, it's just saying that the information panel will tell you the percentage of the daily value of an average person, which is 2,000 calories of an intake, and obviously that depends on physical activity, sex, like amount of health issues and all that stuff. Varies from person to person, right? And then on the bottom of this footnote, you'll see the ingredients list, and the ingredients list goes from like the highest concentrated ingredient to the lowest. So like there's more flour in here than any other ingredient on like listed below. And I think that's about it. So right now I'm actually gonna quiz you on the new product, which is the sun-dried tomato and basil crackers. So I already have questions prepared for you. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to look at the nutrition label.
Okay.
So my first question to you is, how many added sugars are in this product, and is this product good for a balanced diet?
So there's actually 0 grams of added sugar. So based on that information, it does seem like it would be beneficial to a balanced diet.
Right. So like I said before, you should only have about 10% of your daily caloric intake being based on added sugars, and added sugars are pretty bad for you. So my second question, good job, by the way. So my second question, what percentage of your daily vitamin D, potassium, calcium, and iron does this product have? And are these sufficient amounts?
So vitamin D is 0, which wouldn't be a sufficient amount. Calcium is 4%, which isn't a sufficient amount. Iron is only 6%, which again isn't sufficient, and the potassium is 2%, which again not sufficient.
Well, I mean, as expected for a box of crackers, right? There's not very many nutrients in a box of crackers. It's mostly carbs, and it's kind of just for energy, a little snack. And my third question to you would be, what is the serving size of this product, and do you think this is a realistic amount?
So the serving size is 17 crackers, which honestly sounds like a lot, but considering how I kind of snack, it seems like it's pretty realistic.
With anything else, like when you're watching TV, you'll be surprised how many you can go through. But yeah, okay. Thank you so much in participating. I hope you learned a lot about the new nutrition facts label, and you did a really good job answering all the questions. Do you have any other questions?
No, thank you for teaching me.
All right. Thank you so much. And that concludes our little lesson about the new nutrition facts label. And yeah.